Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In just a few minutes, we'll have live baseball we'll do our best to try to keep our video current as well. We're also handling public address and scoreboard duties this afternoon here at Ron Tonkin Field. Banks 1-0 after a 5-0 win over Astoria on the road on Tuesday or Wednesday. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's game between the designated home team, the Banks Braves, and the visitors from Gladstone, the Gladiators. First, let's introduce the starters for the visitors from Gladstone. Number 6, leading off center fielder, Sully Marco. Number 5 at shortstop, Colin Smith. Behind the plate, hitting third, number 4, Isaiah Connor. Batting cleanup at third base, number 8, Logan Peterson. Starting pitcher for the Gladiators, number 16, Payne Bowen. In left field, number 1, Brandon Dees. Designated hitter, number 7, Will Budworth. Number 14 at first base, Henry Ashbridge. And playing in right field, number 13, Aaron Sen. Now let's meet the starters for today's home team, the Banks Braves. At second base, number 9, Lane Gilbert. Behind the plate, number 10, catcher Ashton Crossan. At shortstop, number 1, hitting third, Wyatt Hesselman. At third base, number 3, Justin Walters. Today's starting pitcher, number 4, Cade Long. Number 19 in left field, Blake Jewett. Designated hitter this afternoon, number 18, Cale Jansen. At first base, number 2, Luke Bigsby. Number 20 in center field, Wyatt Jackson. And playing in right field but not hitting this afternoon, number 5, Chris Medina. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for today's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball. And again, we're here live at Ron Tonkin Field, home of the Hillsboro Hops, the single-A long season affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Banks hosting the Gladstone Gladiators. They had a couple of games scheduled here for next week, but those were switched back to Banks High School due to the warm weather scheduled for this afternoon. Or scheduled for the next several days, actually. Again, Banks, the defending 3A state baseball champions, with a 3-0 shutout victory behind Wyatt Hesselman's 3-hit shutout of Cascade Christian last June at PK Park in Eugene. Good news for both the Eugene Emeralds, who used to play at PK Park, and the Hillsboro Hops, who will be continuing their minor league ball clubs with a new funding package from the state that allows for new stadiums to be built. Leading off for Gladstone, number 6, center fielder Sully Marco. A bit breezy this afternoon. We could see a lot of runs scored with wind blowing out to right field. First pitch from Cade is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Cade Long is taken high. Ooh, late called strike. Looked up and out of the strike zone. 0-2. And pitch misses for the first time this afternoon. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Gladiators center fielder. And again, misses for ball 2. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two to Marco, swung on, grounder to the right side, couple of hops, gobbled up, and the throw to first is in time for the first out of the game. Now batting for Gladstone, number 5, shortstop Colin Smith. First pitch from K. Long is in the dirt through the wickets of Ashton Cross, and ball 1. Okay, long discussion with Cross and through his glove, and that's going to be the first base hit of the game. A single rip between the gap, rip through the gap between short and third for a 1-out single for Gladstone. Batting for the Gladiators, catcher number 4, Isaiah Connor. Pitch is low and in for ball 1. Gladstone, last time we checked, ranked 9th in the latest 4A rankings. A lot of experience between these two teams in a lot of sports. Back when Banks was a member of Class 4A, football, basketball, and baseball. Want to know the count to catcher Colin Smith for the Gladiators. 1-0 pitch is taken about chest high for a high strike, 1-1. Catches the outer half of the plate. Again, runner at first after a 1-out single is Colin Smith, the second hitter of the game for Gladstone. The 1-1 from Cade Long, swung on high, chopper up the third baseline. It's going to stay fair. Long throw across is in time. That'll move the runner over to second, but 2 outs for Batting for Gladstone, number 8, cleanup hitter, third baseman Logan Peterson. So runner at second is Colin Smith for the Gladiators. Pitch is off the plate and in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch from Cade is swung on. Hard grounder is going to get through the gap, and that's going to score the first run of the game for Gladstone. Their second hit. 1 run on 2 hits for the Gladiators off of brave starter Cade Long, and it's a 1-0 Gladstone. Batting for Gladstone, starting pitcher number 16, Payne Bowen. Runner at first, pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Batting for Gladstone, pitcher number 16, Payne Bowen. A runner at first after the RBI single from Logan Peterson to give Gladstone an early 1-0 lead. Not putting it on the board. Pitch from Cade Long, check swing, did not go. No check with the umpire. 2-1 the count. Gladstone pitcher Payne Bowen, Cade Long on the hill, kicks, misses way outside, and that's going to get past crossing all the way to the backstop. And Logan Peterson will easily reach second, and now he's in scoring position as well. Still 2 outs in the top of the first for Gladstone, and a 3-1 count to Gladiators pitcher Payne Bowen. Pitch is swung on and swung through. Apparently, only strike 2. Payne Bowen thought he had struck out. It would have been great for Cade Long with 2 outs, but the count was only 3-1 on the pitch prior. So the count is full. Cade Long, a big pitch, and slow chopper right to first, and Bigsby will take it to the bag himself. But the Braves behind early, a run on 2 hits from the Gladiators after half an inning. It's now Gladstone 1 and Banks nothing. We'll be back with Banks half of the bottom of the first when we return after this from Jason Bond Remodeling.
Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
And we're back, bottom of the first inning. Gladstone a 1-0 lead, a run on 2 hits. Two singles for the Gladiators in the inning. Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Braves will be number 9, second baseman Lane Gilbert. Defensively for Gladstone, starting pitcher Payne Bowen. Catching is Isaiah Connor at first base. Henry Ashbridge playing at second. Leading off for the Braves, number 9, second baseman Lane Gilbert. Eli Macklem playing at second base. He's not hitting. That's why we missed him on our roster you see on the screen. The first pitch from Payne Bowen is well inside and low for ball 1. Again, Banks trailing 1-0, bottom of the first inning. Cade Long, the Braves hitter, and seem to have an equipment issue with the catcher for Gladstone, Isaiah Connor. He comes back in, reason for the delay. Cade Long steps back in the box, or actually Lane Gilbert, the leadoff hitter for the Braves. First pitch to him missed well low and inside, taken all the way for a strike right across the plate, 1-1. Busy next week or so for us and the Braves. Monday at home against Tillamook, Wednesday at home against Yamhill Carlton, Friday at North Marion. We won't be doing that game, and then Saturday at home, or actually back here for what is technically a road game against St. Helens. Two-one pitch, low and inside, almost hit Lane Gilbert. I don't understand how it missed him. 3 balls and 1 strike, and Banks in a good spot here with a chance to get the leadoff runner aboard via a walk. Already down 1-0. 3-1 pitch from Payne Bowen, taken a little bit high and off the plate, close, but not in the umpire's wheelhouse, and so Lane Gilbert is aboard with a leadoff walk for the Braves. Batting second, number 10, catcher Ashton Crossan. So Lane Gilbert at first. Braves already down 1-0. Payne Bowen, the pitcher for Gladstone. Gladstone in the black uniforms with orange lettering and white trim. Banks white uniforms, very similar to the Yankees. Navy blue pinstripe with Braves lettering similar to the Atlanta Braves font. The pitch bunted up the third base line, but foul. Over towards the on-deck circle. 0-1 the count. Lane Gilbert at first. Pitch is taken at the knees, right on the outside edge. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, high chopper passed over the pitcher's head, only plays at first. And safe at second, Lane Gilbert moves over into scoring position, so they wanted a sacrifice bunt. They do get a sacrifice unplanned on a high chopper over the pitcher to short, and with 1 out, Braves have a runner in scoring position. Batting for the Braves, number 1, shortstop Wyatt Hesselman. So runner at second, 1 out for the Braves, trying to at least draw even here with a base hit from Wyatt, who had a home run in the 5-0 win against Astoria on the road. Wyatt, the winning pitcher in last year's state championship victory over Cascade Christian. Pitch from Bowen is upstairs for ball 1. Oh, pitch looked low, but a late called strike. Count is even 1-1. One pitch from Bowen, swung on and chopped off the plate all the way to the backstop, 1-2. Anything hit to the outfield should score a run. Lane Gilbert has speed too. I would not be surprised if we see him attempt to steal if there's 2 outs. And he's still at second. Pitch misses well outside. 2-2, count is even. Lane Gilbert, the runner at second. Wyatt Hesselman at the plate. A 2-2 count facing Payne Bowen. And swings on a high heater. Rips it foul over towards the high school bullpen area. Count remains full at 2-2 strikes. The 2-2 to Wyatt is swung on, and that's going to be popped up playable territory. It's going to drop. Foul. So Gladstone with an easy opportunity to hold Lane Gilbert at second and put 2 outs on the board, but unable to communicate, and the ball, thankfully for Banks, lands in the brown turf area in front of their dugout off the third base side. Again, the 2-2 to Wyatt is, oh wow, very close. Good eye for Wyatt, works the count full, and I pitch right around the knees. Count is full with a runner at second and 1 out. Again, 3-2 misses off the plate in the dirt. The Braves have 2 runners aboard, still just 1 out. Back for Banks, number 3, third baseman Justin Walters. First pitch to Walters is a strike at the knees, 0-1. Banks has had a lot of success in the 9 seasons we've been broadcasting Braves athletics, not only in baseball, but every team sport we broadcast and individual sports as well, including wrestling, golf, track and field. Late called strike 2. Banks does not want to get in a 2-out situation without being able to pull the bat off the shoulders. Pitches ripped through the gap between first and second. Rounding third is Lane Gilbert. He's going to score, and we're tied at 1. Sliding safely. Really didn't even need to slide. But the game is tied with the 1-out runners at the corners. 1-1 in the bottom of the first. Still 1 out. What is it? Dang it. Could have fixed that. Tied at 1. Bunted up the first base side. Underhand to first. That will score another run. So now the score is correct at 2-1. Banks is on top. Batting for Banks, number 19, left fielder Blake Jewett, previous hitter, pitcher K. Long. Banks with a 2-1 lead. Missed the first pitch to Jewett. Late called strike. Believe it is 1-1. Pitch from Bowen, swung on high, up the first base line, only plays at first base. That's out number 3, apparently. So we head to the top of the second inning. Banks scores a couple to take a 1-run lead after 1. It's the Braves 2, Gladstone 1. We'll be back with the top of the second inning in just a moment.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Leading off the top of the second for Gladstone, number 1, left fielder Brandon Dees. Also playing for Gladstone this afternoon, not hitting, number 11, Eli Mecklem. First pitch to Dees is curveball inside, ball 1. Pitch misses, gets all the way to the backstop, 2-0. Two-0 pitch is well outside, and Kate may be overthrowing a little bit or holding on to the ball too long. Crossan's going to come out and have a discussion with him, try to settle him down. Already a high potential for a lot of runs to be scored with the wind what it is this afternoon. Do not want to give any free base runners off of walks. 2-0 the count. Kate Long, the right-hander. A nice pitch that time, taken all the way for the first strike at the at-bat, 2-1. And apparently hit him, and so now Gladstone has a leadoff runner aboard for the second straight inning. So at first is Brandon Dees. Batting for Gladstone, number 12. Will Budworth. Budworth showing bunt. Badly misses at a pitch that he should have let go that was well inside. Batting for Gladstone, number 12, designated hitter Will Budworth. On one the count to Will Budworth. Again, showing bunts. Swings and misses, and now they have the runner at first caught in a rundown. And tag. I think they're going to rule him safe. Tag was applied late or missed. Pitch was, I believe, outside. 0-2. Two to one Braves, top of the second. Pitch is shot foul off the third base side. Count remains 0-2. Takes away the sacrifice opportunity for Budworth with 2 strikes. Okay, long delivers. One, miss, strike 3. I believe that's his first strike of the afternoon, and it couldn't have came at a better time. Throw back to first is not in time, but now it puts the double play in play for the Braves to get out of the inning with a runner at first. Batting for Gladstone, number 14, first baseman Henry Ashbridge. Pitch is low and in the dirt, ball 1. Runner at first after a leadoff walk. Pitch is swung on and delivered to center field. Third hit of the game for Gladstone, and now they have the go-ahead runner at first. 1 out and runners at first and second. At the plate for the Gladiators, bottom of the order, number 13, right fielder Aaron Sen. Still 1 out, runners at first and second. Pitch is late curveball on the outside edge, 0-1. Some beautiful late break to it that really fooled Aaron Sen. First pitch, I don't think he would have went after it either way. And well behind Sen, he has to jump back out of the way. 1 ball and 1 strike. And catches the outside edge that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big pitch for K Long with 2 runners aboard and a 2-strike count, 1 out to the number 9 hitter for Gladstone, right fielder, left fielder. That is right fielder Aaron Said. Pitches in the dirt, ball 2, count is even. Did have a couple of pitches to play with though, but the Braves do have, I believe, Jackson Van Domlin, their middle reliever, warming up. 2-2 is overthrown and misses outside. And now K Long really could be in a predicament here with a full count, runners at first and second and only 1 out. Looks back at the runner at second. The pitch swung on, chopped high off the plate, is ruled a fair ball, and he's going to be tagged out as he just gets out of the batter's box. I think some confusion there whether or not that was a fair or foul ball chopped off the plate, but now 2 outs and runners stay put. So K Long gets out of a jam there. 2 outs, still runners at first and second. Top of the order for Gladstone, center fielder number 6, Sully Marco. Actually, the runners did advance. Now runners at second and third. Pitch from K Long is curveball a little bit inside and low, late, ball 1. The 1-0 chop to the left side. Oh, backhanded. And the throw to first is not in time. And now Gladstone has tied the game at 2. Nice effort from Wyatt Hesselman just to keep that ball from getting to the outfield. But we're tied at 2 with 2 outs in the top of the second. Batting for Gladstone, number 5, shortstop Colin Smith. 2-2 tie, 2 outs, top of the second. Banks and Gladstone. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Throw back to first. Oh, it gets away, and now the runner from third is going to score. Late throw to the plate, and now Gladstone has retaken the lead on an error on a pickoff move at first. And Gladstone now back up by a run at 3-2. The count, 0-2 to the Gladstone hitter. Oh, now it's 0-2. Looks like he was holding up two fingers that time on his right hand. The pitch also a strike, but hitter Colin Smith staying at the plate with 2 outs. 0-2 the count. The pitch is swung on over the head of the pitcher, and Hesselman will take it to second himself, but Gladstone gets 2 more runs and retakes the lead. After an inning and a half, it's the Gladiators 3 and Banks 2. We'll take a 30-second break and return after this from Sarah Hesselman, Premier Property Group.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
And we're back bottom of the second inning. Banks with a 3-2 deficit now after giving up 2 runs. In the top of the second. Go ahead, run scoring on a wild throw and a pickoff move to first. Batting for the Braves, number 18, designated hitter Cale Jansen. Bottom of the second inning, 3-2 Gladstone. Pitch is a late called strike on the inside edge, about waist high, 0-1. Pitch from Bowen, a little bit high. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Doing a little bit of everything this afternoon. Public address, pregame music, scoreboard, play-by-play. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Jansen. Braves had the leadoff runner aboard last inning, who eventually came around to score to tie the game. Lane Gilbert, pitch is swung and missed. May have been foul tipped actually into the catcher's glove. Out number 1 in the bottom of the second for Banks. Batting number 2, first baseman Luke Bigsby. Number 2, first baseman Luke Bigsby at the plate. Pitch is dropped out of the catcher's glove, but it's called strike 1. One of the best linemen in the state at any level. Pitches over his head well inside, 1-1. Also had a great job this season for Banks basketball, just not enough balance between the guard and the post position, and Braves miss out on the state playoffs for the first time in quite a few number of years. Pitch is well in, down and in actually for strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Payne Bowen be working on striking out the side here against the Braves in the bottom of the second. Right-hander misses outside, tried to get a late break off the outer edge, but misses. Count is even, 2-2. Big cut, swing and a miss for out number 2, and Bigsby goes down. Batting for Banks, center fielder number 20, Wyatt Jackson, bottom of the order. Check swing, ruled a strike on the outer edge, 0-1. Batting for the Braves, center fielder Wyatt Jackson. A 1 pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. Now Payne Bowen's in a groove after spotting the Braves a 2-1 lead last inning. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Off-speed breaking ball, and Payne Bowen sets down the side with 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left for the Braves in the bottom of the second after 2. Gladstone 3 and the Banks Braves 2. Take a 30-second break and return after this from Legacy Roofing.
Legacy Roofing can save your home from leaks, mold, and other issues related to an older roof, preventing future roof issues, saving you thousands of dollars. They use only the most trusted materials backed by an excellent warranty that is transferred if you ever sell your home. Legacy is tops in their field, earning the GAF Master Elite certification, and the Golden Pledge warranty. For more information or to get a free quote, call 503-357-7663 today. Top of the third inning, Gladstone with still a 3-2 lead. Jonathan Lee hopefully will be joining us for at least a few games this season if his schedule permits. Leading off the third for Gladstone, number 4, catcher Isaiah Connor. Not sure what happened on the first pitch to Connor. Pitch is down and in that time for ball 1. Believe it's 2-0. Pitch from K. Long still in the game, over the head of Connor that time. Count not getting any. Yeah, 3-0 the count to Isaiah Connor. Waiting for the indication from the home plate umpire. Late called strike at the bottom of the strike zone. 3-1. Connor taking all the way. Pitch from K. Long well outside, ball 4. And again, Gladstone has the leadoff runner aboard. Batting number 8 for Gladstone, third baseman Logan Peterson. Peterson showing bunt, brings the bat back, swings, and it's lifted foul up against the top of the back screen, 0-1. Nice effort from Ashton Crossan, just needed to be about 20 feet tall or more to have a chance at that one. Just swung or chopped hard to the double play on the grounder to Wyatt Hesselman. 6-4-3. Ring it up. Gladstone with 2 outs. Now the bases are empty. Payne Bowen back at the plate. First pitch swung on and missed. Batting for Gladstone, starting pitcher Payne Bowen. Pitch is low and in the dirt, ball 1.
Gladstone had runners at first and second and nobody out, and hard grounder right to Wyatt Hesselman for the 6-4-3 double play. Now 2 outs in the top of the third. Pitch is blocked by Ashton, but it's going to scoot away from him up the first base side. Again, one-man crew today, so trying to do the best we can with video. Again, pitched low, blocked high off over the head of Crossan. 3-1 the count. Pitch is swung on, just ripped foul off the first base side. Count is full, 3-2, and Bowen a little bit gingerly may have caught a part of his foot or ankle. Three-two the count, 3-2 the score in favor of Gladstone. Top of the third, 2 outs, chopped foul off the third base side. Count remains full. Bases are empty, so no steal threat the Braves to be worried about. Again, breaking ball started up way up high around the neck of Bowen, dropped late, just gets a piece of it, fouls it straight back. Three-two, swung on and lifted. Foul again out of play for Crossan, just off to the right home plate. Count still is full, 3-2, 2 outs. Payne Bowen trying to battle and give his team a 2-out base runner with a chance to try to extend the lead, and he does just that. Getting over late is second baseman Lane Gilbert, but that's going to be a base hit. Slow roller through the gap towards second, and a 2-out bases, 2-out full count single for Gladstone. Batting number 1, left fielder Brandon Dees. So the starter Payne Bowen at first for Gladstone. Pitch from Cade is inside, ball 1. No pitch, high chopper to short, throw to second in time. Justin Walters, the 5-4 put out to end the third. Gladstone does get a 2-out single, but leaves starter Payne Bowen stranded at first after 2.5. Gladstone 3 and Banks 2. Bottom of the third inning when we return in just a moment.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
Bottom of the third inning, we're back. Banks trailing 3-2. Payne Bowen Still battling Cade Long, the two starters for their respective teams right now. Bowen getting the better of Banks, struck out the side last inning, did not allow a base runner. Top of the order for the Braves, number 9, second baseman Lane Gilbert. First pitch taken well upstairs, ball 1. Gladstone had a 1-0 lead after the first half inning. Banks responded with 2 innings and then gave 2 back to Gladstone. That's going to be a fair ball ripped down the third base line. That may be 2. Lane Gilbert's rounding first. He's going to be in at second, standing up with a leadoff double that could tie the game. Tying runner at second. Nobody out on a leadoff double in the bottom of the third for Lane Gilbert. Batting for Banks, number 10, catcher Ashton Crossan. Crossan showing bunt, pitch misses well inside, ball 1. Batting for the Braves, catcher Ashton Crossan. Lane Gilbert, the runner at second after the leadoff double in the bottom of the third. Pitch is well outside, 2-0. Again, Crossan shows bunt. Just taken up and in for ball 3, 3-0, and Crossan with a chance to be the go-ahead runner. With one more miss here from Payne Bowen, so as good as he was last inning, giving up a leadoff double, and now maybe a 4-pitch walk to Ashton. Again, showing bunt. Brings the bat back, taken all the way for strike 1. Three-one count to Ashton. Runner at second. Lane Gilbert pitches right through the legs to the third baseman. Lane Gilbert's going to score. Gets all the way down the third baseline, all the way to the corner. Throw to second, not in time. And the Braves have tied the game at 3 after an error at third. And a two-base error at that as Ashton Crossan is aboard at second. Tied at 3, bottom of the third for Wyatt Hesselman. Batting shortstop number 1, Wyatt Hesselman. Back-to-back runners at second to start the game, or start the bottom of the third inning for the Braves. Leadoff double and then a two-base error for Gladstone. I believe 2-0 the count. Time, I think, has been called by Gladiators. Go ahead, runner at second. Still nobody out for the Braves. Bottom of the third, tied at 3. Pitch is swung on, and that's going to be foul off the third base side. 3-2-1. Haven't really seen any balls hit deep or really out of the outfield except for ground balls. Two-one pitch, swung on, and that is down the left field line, foul into the grassy berm area, just out of our view, with camera down the 325 marker in left field corner. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out, runner at second. A 3-3 ball game in the bottom of the third. Wyatt Hesselman still the hitter. 2-2 count. Pitch is swung on, and that could drop into shallow center field. Right around second. Ashton Cross is going to score easily as the ball just comes into the infield. He comes across home plate. No slide, not needed. And the Banks Braves now back up 4-3. Batting for Banks, third baseman number 3, Justin Walters. Still nobody out for the Braves. RBI go-ahead single for the time being from Wyatt Hesselman in the bottom of the third. He's the runner you see at first. Now he goes on the pitch. Bunt back to the pitcher. Catches Gladstone. Off goes throw to first is late. And it's going to get all the way out towards the bullpen area. Another run's going to score. Wyatt Hesselman on a sacrifice bunt. Error from Gladstone comes all the way around to score from first. 3 runs have now scored in the inning, and it's 5-2 Braves. Or 5-3 Braves. Batting for Banks number 4, K. Long. Got a couple of youngsters sitting on the short wall along the third base line in left field, given a warning to get off the fence. And now Gladstone's going to come out and have a discussion with Payne Bowen. And that will be it for Payne. Banks well ready with 3 runs in the bottom of the third. Still nobody out. And a 5-3 lead will get you the new pitcher in just a moment after this from Cassie Ogden Healthcare Services.
Casey Ogden is a healthcare expert with more than 40 years in the field serving others and is college certified in nursing and healthcare administration. Her business, Casey Ogden Healthcare Services, offers everything you need for home health, from limited medical equipment, meal preparation, medication management, medical transportation, and more. Call 971-273-6058 or email caseyogden.hcs.llc@gmail.com.
New pitcher for the Gladstone Gladiators, number 10, Derek Strawn.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Download the app and schedule today.
Wow.
Your turn.
The power is back on. A shadow rock.
It's a bunny.
Thank you.
In the West Metro area, contact Mr. Electric of Hillsboro, 971-435-6507. And we're back, Banks, with 3 runs in the bottom of the third. Still nobody out and a 5-3 lead. Starter Payne Bowen has been pulled here in the third inning in replace of Derek Strawn, the left-hander. Gladstone a 1-0 lead after the first half inning. Banks responded with 2. Gladstone got 2 back, and it was 3-2 until the bottom of the third. First hitter Strong will face is Cade Long. Again, batting for the Braves, number 4, starting pitcher Cade Long. Runner at second. Pitch is bunted off the third base side. Only plays to first, and that's... Oh, they didn't get him! Big bases. Runners at the corners at first and third after Cade Long beats out what the Braves thought was going to be a sacrifice, and that's going to get the Gladstone coach out of the bullpen, and he's going to have a discussion with the infield umpire. Banks still in great position. Runners at the corners, nobody out. The reruns have already scored in the inning. Cade Long at first. And a runner at third. Batting for the Braves, number 19 left fielder Blake Jewett. Jewett. Long look at first for the lefty. Pitch is swung on, and that's going to get down the right field line. Another run's going to score. Coming around from third, 4 runs in the inning now for the Braves. Crossing home plate, Justin Walters. It's now 6-3. Batting number 18, designated hitter, Cale Jansen. First pitch, bunt is low in the dirt ball 1. Six-3, bottom of the third. Braves with 4 runs have taken a little bit of control now. Bunted up the first base side. Strong picks it up, throws to first. That's the only play. Moves the runners over to second and third. Finally, the first out of the inning, but still runners in scoring position for the Braves. Batting for Banks, number 2, first baseman Luke Bigsby. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Pitch is high, ball 1. Just swung on, waved out off the first base side, foul well out of play. Off near the end of the first base concourse. Pitch is swung on and lifted straight back out of play. It's going to roll down the overhang and back onto the field. Just in front of the back screen. 0-2.
Again, runners at second and third for the Braves. Luke Bigsby, hitter at the plate for the Braves with one out in the bottom of the third. So we just about made our way through the order for the second straight time, and this is going to be lifted to shallow left. Luke Bigsby 0 for 2, struck out his first time at the plate. Out number 2. Batting for the Braves, bottom of the order, number 20, center fielder Wyatt Jackson. Pitch is swung on and grounder to third, throw to first. Is low, but in time. Looked like he may have pulled the first baseman off the bag. But throw will be in time, and the Braves finally go here in the third, but not after 4 more runs. And they start to take control 6-3 as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll return in 30. Oh, they're going to rule it safe. They overturned the call. He was pulled off the bag. Now Gladstone's going to come back out onto the field. First baseman Henry Ashbridge kind of lunged forward to try to dig that ball off the turf, and in doing so, pulled his back foot off the bag and allowed the speedy Wyatt Jackson to reach first with 2 outs. So I think that will. Yeah, we'll score another run. So 5 runs for the Braves in the bottom of the third after Wyatt Jackson reaches on the second error of the game for Banks. And now you're going to try to force Gladstone to make a decision, and Wyatt Jackson's going to reach second. Lane Gilbert, second baseman at the plate for Banks. Pitch is taken all the way for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Banks trailed 1-0 after the first half inning. Took a 2-1 lead headed into the second. Gave Gladstone 2 runs back and then scored 5 here in the bottom of the third to go up 7-3. Eric Strawn, the pitcher, did not start the game, and this one is driven to left center field. That's going to score another run, and standing up with a 2-out double after the Braves thought the inning had ended, Wyatt Jackson comes around to score. It's 8-3. Catcher Ashton Crossan at the plate, 2 outs. First pitch swung on, fouled straight back off the end of the bat. Batting for the Braves, catcher number 10, Ashton Crossan. Lane Gilbert, his second double of the game, and this is delivered to the gap between right and center. Another run will score. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Ashton Crossan being sent around second. He'll be in safe at third with a 2-out triple, and 7 runs have scored in the third inning for the Braves. The floodgates have opened for Banks 3 innings in, and Wyatt Hesselman at the plate. Batting for the Braves, shortstop number 1, Wyatt Hesselman. There was something going on in the outfield causing a delay. Banks with a 9-3 lead. First pitch from Strong, ripped down the line, foul off the end of the cheap seats, the metal bleed, not the cheapest seats, but the cheap seats off the third base line, just at the end towards the berm. 0-1 the count. Oh, one pitch is down. Oh, looked down and in. White kind of jumped a little bit out of the way, but may have caught the far back corner of the inside edge. 0-2. Strong looking to hopefully finally get out of the inning for Gladstone after giving up 7 runs. Pitch swung on. Pitch inside, but ripped foul right in front of the Braves dugout. Count remains 2 strikes to Wyatt. Had a home run in the win at Astoria. Still 0-2, 2 outs, bottom of the third, 9-3 Braves. Pitch is swung on and delivered down the left field line and racing over. It's going to get into the end of the cheap seats again. Almost the same spot as the first pitch where it was ripped off. Just needs to straighten out that swing a little bit, and we'll have our 8th run of the inning for the Braves. Pitch from Strong, swung on, chopped. Oh, gets away from the third baseman. Throw to first is not in time. Pulled him off the bag, and it's 10-3. Third error for the for Gladstone. Batting third baseman Justin Walters. Wyatt at first. Runner goes, throws high, pitches high, throw to second, it gets away from the second baseman. Wyatt in easily with a steal, but will not be able to advance. Throw did not get past far enough into the outfield. Again, want to know the count to Justin Walters, Braves third baseman. Just swung on, foul tipped into the glove of catcher Isaiah Connor. Batting for the Braves, number 3, third baseman Justin Walters. Throw back to second. Beautiful afternoon, our warmest temperatures of the year, 72 at game time, now actually up a degree at 5:15, 73 in West Hillsboro. Ron Tonkin Field. One more season, maybe 2, and then 2026. New stadium being built behind us. Expected to seat a couple thousand more people and maybe have year-round concerts as well. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed, 2-2. Banks with 8 runs here in the bottom of the third inning. Couple of errors. Using their speed to get on board on what should have been sacrifice bunt attempts. Strong looks at second pitch. Waved that to a little bit high and off the plate, but able to lift it straight back onto the overhang. Count is still 2-2. Pitch is swung on and missed, and that will finally do it for the Braves. But 8 runs here in the bottom of the third inning. And after 3, it's Banks 10, Gladstone 3, after Banks had a 3-2 deficit to start the home half of the third. We'll take a 30-second break and return in just a moment after this from Christy Van Meter, Union Home Mortgage.
Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises kept. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271. Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
New pitcher for the Braves, number 19, Blake Jewett. You might be right. Okay. Thank you. Is it 10? Yeah, I just changed it. Thank you. So we've actually been informed that official scorekeeper has 11-3 in favor of the Braves. 9 runs scoring in the bottom of the third inning. Top of the fourth for Gladstone. Leading off the top of the fourth for Gladstone, number 12, designated hitter Will Budworth. First pitch from Cale Jansen. Fastball blew it past him, just gets a piece of it 0-1. Into the glove of Ashton Crossan. Here, 1 pitch, swung on and chopped foul over towards the coach's box at third, 0-2. Pitch is swung on and missed on a pitch down and in for out number 1. Batting for Gladstone, number 14, first baseman Henry Ashbridge. Just chopped off the plate, 0-1. Batting for Gladstone, first baseman Henry Ashbridge. So far, Blake Jewett throwing nothing but strikes to start the fourth for the Braves. Pitch Breaking ball started well inside, didn't miss much, but finally misses 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch just outside, 2-1. Banks with, we told you about the success they've had in all the team sports that we broadcast. 2 state championships in baseball, 2019, including part of a trifecta for the Braves that season. Only the 4th time any school in state history across all classifications has won a triple crown in football, boys basketball, and baseball. It just swung on and missed, down and in on a fastball with a lot of heat, 3-2. Blake Gogol, part of all 3 of those championship teams. He declared for the NFL draft earlier in the season, pitches outside for ball 4. And first hitter for Blake Jewett is a walk on a full count pitch. Batting number 13, right fielder Aaron Sent. Pitch is low and in the dirt. Throw to first is not in time. Batting for Gladstone, number 13, right fielder Aaron Sent. Pitch is waved at, fouled off the first base side, out of play. One is swung on, and that's going to get over the head of the second baseman all the way to the wall, and that will allow Gladstone to score a run. Throw back to third is not going to be in time. Aaron Sen will stay at third after the throw gets over the third baseman's head, but front of the Braves dugout, 11-4 now in favor of the Braves. Top of the 4th inning, Braves with a 7-run lead after scoring 9 runs last inning. Batting center fielder Sully Marco pitches a late called strike on the outside edge to the lefty. Breaking ball misses way outside, 1-1. At the plate for Gladstone, top of the order, center fielder Sully Marco. Pitch is well inside, and that will allow another run to score. Cross and threw it late after the runner had already scored, and then threw it to the wrong side of the plate, 11-5. So Gladstone trying to battle back. One pitch is a strike on the outer edge, 1-2. The lanky Jansen kicks and fires, misses low and in the dirt, 2-2. And we have time called. 3-2 the count. Three-two pitch is swung on and lifted off the third base side, out of play. Again, the 3-2 is outside, ball 4. Another walk for Cale Jansen. Still just 1 out and 2 runs in for Gladstone. Batting number 5, shortstop Colin Smith. Pitch aside, throw to second, not in time. Throw was there in time, but not the tag. Jansen a long look at first. Looks over his shoulder. Fires to the plate, swung on. This could be 2. Wyatt to second, the throw to first. In time for the double play. And that will get the Braves out of the inning after giving up a couple. After 3.5, it's still the Braves 11, Gladstone 5. Bottom of the 4th inning when we return after this 30-second timeout.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Banks. Bottom of the 4th inning, Banks an 11-5 lead. 9 runs last inning to take the lead and take control after being down 3-2. Cade Long, starting pitcher for the Braves. Leading off the home half. First pitch swung on and lifted to center. And getting underneath it to make the catch is the center fielder for out number 1, Sully Marco. 1 pitch, 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Batting number 19, new pitcher Blake Jewett. First pitch swung on and a beautiful breaking ball that fools him in the dirt, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, about the same spot, but it started low. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike to New Braves pitcher Blake Jewett. Started in left field. Strong the lefty kicks and misses low again. A little closer to the plate that time, but still well out of the strike zone. 2-1. One out in the bottom of the 4th after Cade Long lifted the first pitch to center field straight away. Pitch is ripped back up the gap, right up the middle for Blake Jewett. One out single in the bottom of the fourth gets the offense started here midway through the contest. Batting number 18. Batting number 18, designated hitter Cale Jansen. Pitch is swung on, grabbed right back to the pitcher. The throw to second in time for one. The throw to first does get the runner at first, but throw to second, the second baseman never touched the bag, and that's going to get another discussion from the Gladstone manager. The time being, we have 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth and a runner at second for Banks. And now we're going to have a check with home plate umpire. And for the time being, Banks has both runners aboard. I thought the first base umpire originally said the throw to second did not touch the bag, and the throw to first was in time, but both runners are still at first and second. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Derek Strawn. Should have been an easy 1-4-3 double play, but threw it back to the second baseman who straddled the bag and never touched it, and then the throw to first. And I think the runner at second should be safe no matter what. The confusion, I think, from up here is it appeared that he had called the runner out at first, but both runners are aboard. And now, Banks head coach Joe Baumgartner's come out of the dugout. Unfortunately, we're not quite ESPN. We don't have instant replay type capabilities, but from what we saw on the throw to second, the tag to the runner or the base was not applied, and the throw to first was very close as to whether or not the runner at first was out, and for time being, they're going to say, oh, yeah, the runner at first is out. That's the right call. The runner at second is safe, which is also the right call because the tag to the bag or the runner was never applied. So Luke Bigsby at the plate with 2 outs for the Braves, first baseman. Batting for Banks, first baseman number 2, Luke Bigsby. This pitch to Luke is lifted straight up. And it drops on the infield. Luke Bigsby safe play the plate, not in time. Luke Bigsby 0 for 3. A can of corn to the second baseman. Gets dropped, allows the run to score. 4 errors on the afternoon for Gladstone, and gives Banks a 12-5 lead on the bottom of the fourth. Correction score 12-5. Bottom of the order, Wyatt Jackson at the plate. First pitch swung on and lifted foul out of play. Batting for Banks, bottom of the order, number 20, Wyatt Jackson. Difference in the game has been the 9-run third inning for Banks. They trailed entering the home half 3-2. Pitch is lifted. It's going to drop again. High up in front of the center fielder in left center, and Wyatt Jackson is aboard on a bloop single. Still 2 outs. And we restart the order with Lane Gilbert. Top of the order, number 9, second baseman Lane Gilbert. Strong. Runners at first and second. Pitch to the plate is driven to left and right to the left fielder to make the catch is Brandon Dees for out number 3, but the Braves tack on another run after a dropped fly ball to second scores the runner from third with 2 outs. After 4, it's now Banks 12 and Gladstone 5. Take a 30-second intermission and be back in just a moment after this from Scoggins Creek Coffee. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, anytime is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. And we're back top of the 5th inning. Gladstone trailing 12-5 coming up to bat. Gladstone 0-1. Banks won their only contest so far at Astoria earlier in the week. I believe Tuesday or Wednesday. Leading off for Gladstone, catcher number 4, Isaiah Connor. First pitch from Jansen, swung on and lifted to right field. A couple of guys nearly collide, but I think it's Lane Gilbert, the second baseman, making the catch in shallow right field for out number 1. Batting number 8, Logan Peterson, third baseman. First pitch from Jansen, just a bit low. Batting for the Gladiators, third baseman, number 8, Logan Peterson. 12-5 Braves, top of the 5th inning. Pitch low and away off the plate, 2-0. Banks with a 9-run third inning to erase an early 3-2 deficit. Just swung on off the end of the bat, grounder to second. Throw to first, easy in time from Gilbert to Luke Bigsby on the 4-3 put up. Out number 2. At the plate for Gladstone, number 16, starting pitcher Payne Bowen. Correction, new hitter in the game for Gladstone, number 10. Strawn. Batting for the first time for Gladstone, number 10, new pitcher Derek Strawn. Strike three called. Blake Jansen records his first K of the game and sets down Gladstone in order in the top of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And after 4.5, Banks in control with a 12-5 lead over 4A top 10 Gladstone Gladiators.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Braves a bottom of the fifth inning, Braves a 12-5 lead. Gladstone had a 3-2 lead entering the bottom of the third when Banks scored 9 runs. Lee Wyatt Jackson, bottom of the order at the plate for the Braves. And pitches well inside, and I think it caught him. He's going to be at first base. It's not Wyatt Jackson. Ashton Crossan at first base after apparently being hit by the pitch. Now at the plate, number 1, shortstop Wyatt Hesselman. So Crossan at first after getting hit by the first pitch from Strawn. Just swung on and ripped down the third base line. I think they're going to rule that foul. Hesselman will, or actually, Crossan will head back to first. Hesselman will stay at the plate. Did not miss by much, just outside the third base, just outside the bag at third. The 0-1 to Wyatt. Pitch is swung on and delivered. Kind of a half swing is going to be caught in front of the Braves dugout for out number 1. Batting number 3, third baseman Justin Walters. Pitch is swung on, grounded under the diving effort from the second baseman. Crossan's going to be sent home, rounding third. Play at the plate is not going to be in time. And as he gets across home plate, the shortstop thinks better of the attempt at the plate, and it's now 13-5. Banks up by 8 runs in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch from Strawn is down and in to Cade Long, ball one. Batting for Banks, starting pitcher, Cade Long. (13-5), bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch is down and in, called a strike that time though. 1-1, looked pretty much in the same spot. Pitch just swung on and squibbed foul off the third base side. 1-2. Strong with a runner at second. 1 out. Braves in the bottom of the fifth, well on their way to their second straight win to start the season, up 13-5. High pitch is chopped at, grounder to short. Throw is in time. Throw to third is not going to be in time, I don't think. Yeah, close play, but I think that he slid under the tag, and then the tag was made. And no disagreement from the Gladstone bench, at least not right now. Batting new pitcher, number 19, Blake Jewett. Started in left field. Pitch is low, ball one. Batting number 19, new pitcher, Blake Jewett. One 0 is swung on and off the end of the bat. It's going to drop between the second baseman and right fielder, and it's 14-5. Banks scores one more run. We have a 10-run win in 5 innings. (14-5) lead for the Braves. Pitch is down and in for ball one. Chris Medina, who started in right field, his first time at the plate after not hitting previously. Pitches outside, ball one. Batting for the first time today for the Braves, right fielder number 5, Chris Medina. Just swung on, fouled off the first base side, 3-1. Correction, 2-1. Strong looks at first pitch, is swung on and driven to the gap between left and center, and slow on the play is Jewett. He'll still be safe at third. Throw to second will not be in time. Probably could have easily scored on that play, but not more power than speed with Blake Jewett. So runners at second and third. Braves score here, and it's game over with number 8 for the Braves at the plate. Lincoln Holzer. First pitch swung on and Fouled out of play off the left, off the third base side, 0-1. Batting for the first time this evening, number 8, Lincoln Holscher. The 0-1 pitches breaking ball, took some off it as it came across the plate, 0-2. The 0-2 to Lincoln, swung on late and lifted foul over the top of the back screen off the third base side, still 0-2. Base hit ends the game. Sacrifice wins the game, ends the game. Game was already well won. Again, fouled off this time off the first base side, off the neck of the bat. Just outside the bag at first. Towards the coach's box, still 0-2. Potential game-ending run at third is Blake Jewett. The 0-2 to Holscher. This is outside, ball 1. Keeping an eye on the runner at third. And pitch is going to drift foul about 2/3 of the way up the first base line, and Jansen will have to go back to first and do it again. Back to third and do it again. Holscher will stay at the plate with a 1-2 count. We have a couple of baseballs that have made their way onto the field. Inside the home plate circle. The home plate umpire may have ran out of balls and still 1-2. Pitch is swung on again, lifted onto the overhang. Holscher really battling. Seems like he's faced probably close to 10 pitches this at bat. Fouled off quite a few 0-2 pitches, then worked the ball. Now it's fouled off a couple more. 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Way to battle in his first time at the plate, getting a lot of good hitting experience in this situation with a 9-run lead for the Braves and runners at second and third with 1 out in the fifth. Pitch is swung on, and that's going to drop into center field. And there's your ball game. Lincoln Holscher with a walk-off winner in 5. Banks with a 15-5 victory. Gladstone had a 1-0 lead after the first half inning. Banks got 2 runs back, gave back 2 to Gladstone in the top of the second, and then exploded for 9 runs in the bottom of the third. Gladstone got 2 back in the top of the fourth. Banks with 1 in the fourth and 2 in the fifth for a 3 in the fifth for a 15-5 victory over 4 at Gladstone. That will do it for us. Our next broadcast will be Monday afternoon, 4 o'clock against Tillamook, another 4A squad, former Co-op League team, District 1. However, you want to work at Banks in District 1 for 3A. What is now the Co-op, or what was the Co-op for 4A is now District 1 for most sports, with at least for football, with now including Milwaukee. So final score, Banks 15, Gladstone 5 in 5 innings. Hope to talk to you again Monday night. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Have a good weekend, good night, and God bless.